So this is a prompt generator for ChatGPT. You get to it by going to aixplainer.com/prompt generator ChatGPT. Now let's start with selecting the right tone of voice. Let's say I would like it to be an easy read in an expert tone and quite a friendly in the tone. Good idea. Now for the text style, usually ChatGPT has a bit of a tendency of using subheadings, then body text, subheading, body text, etc. conclusion at the end. That's perfectly fine, but sometimes it may look a little bit samey AI generated. So maybe this time I would like to have a flowing continuous text or perhaps bullet points or let's say a combination of these styles. That will work as well. Now let's say I would like to write about networking for sales. That would be a good one I would like to rank about for my blog about networking skills. Let's say the key concept I'd like to discuss is how to network for people in a sales position at functions and events. Now, in addition to this, I would also like ChatGPT to generate additional content ideas. Let's say I want 5 more ideas on this topic just to get a bit more inspiration if the first one is not entirely right or if I want to keep on writing. Now for negative keywords, you only need to fill this in if you tend to rank for things that are not related to your blog. So in this case, for example, sometimes my blog ranks for computer networking, and that's not what my blog is about. So I'm just going to write, I don't want it to write about computers or LAN networks. That's not what I want. Now for words to avoid, sometimes I notice that ChatGPT tends to reuse or overuse certain words that sound quite advanced, but it may look a little bit AI. Like for example, the word tapestry. I often see it being used, but it's not something that I would naturally write if I wrote a blog just from scratch. So I'm just gonna say, okay, I don't want the word tapestry to be featured in my article. Now, for writing in the style of, here I've selected Jane Austen, but you can also select any other writer. And why did I do that? Because ChatGPT tends to write in a bit of an AR style, a bit of a generic style, which is fine sometimes, but by borrowing a style from someone else, it will create more variance. Now, just mind you, this is not plagiarism. It will not give you a philosophical or literary masterpiece at all, even if you select Shakespeare or like for some of the very famous ones. It will only nip a little bit on their style. It will draw in a bit of an idea on how they would write, but it's not really copying them in any way. Now, if this is not your cup of tea, you could also just say, I would like it to write in a general expert. That's quite neutral. That's fine as well. Let's say for this one, I would like it to write in the style of Mark Twain. Now, let's say for additional output, I would like it perhaps to include a meta description. That's good for Google search rankings. I would like ChatGPT to generate 3 title variations that will inspire me to pick the right one, to make it catchy. Use relevant related semantic indexing keywords. So apart from the original keywords, I wanted to find additional keywords that are relevant to this main keyword to provide a richer text, and it usually works well to get better Google rankings. I would like us to include FAQ and answers. Well, this is if you're using FAQ schema. You don't need to, but if you're using that, then it can also include this part of it in the blog as well. Now, that's just for variations, say no, just as an example. Let's say I would like to have some key takeaways and insights to make it really poignant to catch the attention of your audience with a key takeaway instead of just like a rich of text, and including some social sharing text so that when you share this blog on your socials, have like a catchy text on social that people would like to click on so that they read your blog. Now for the generation mode, this is quite an important one. Like sometimes you would like ChatGPT to generate the text directly, just keep on writing. Sometimes you wanted to create an outline first, check with you if that is indeed what you wanted it to be like, and then generate the actual text. So let's say generate outtext first. And now I click generate prompt. And here you have it. You have got a long prompt. Here it explains everything that I want ChatGPT to do. So you're an expert content writer, easy, expert, friendly tone. Use a combination of flowing text, subheadings, and some bullet points. Focus on this keyword, network for sales. This is concept. Generate 5 additional content ideas that I asked for. Avoid using these negative keywords like computers and NLN. Do not use these keywords in your text. These words in your text. Tapestry is another word I would like it to use. You can of course extend it if there are more words that you picked up that you don't want it to use if it's not your style. Write in the style of Mark Twain. Now, then comes the SEO part, write in at least 750 words and ensure that you abide by Google's EEAT guidelines and SEO best practices, including natural language processing when writing. Now, use mostly short sentences and bring actual value to the reader, no fluff or unnecessary fillers or words in the content, because sometimes ChatGPT tends to be a little bit chatty and filling text without providing value. You just want to cut it out. Now then, for the additional things, I would like you to include a meta description, generate 3 catchy and relevant title variations, use the keyword provided, of course, using LSI keywords, include key takeaways that they ask for, and prepare an engaging search for social. And first generate an outline for a profile and then write the actual text. Now I just copy this prompt. Here it says, yeah, prompt is now copied. Okay. I go now to ChatGPT. This is the basic version, but it also works for the paid version as well. I copied it in here. I asked it, send the message to ChatGPT. It starts thinking. And here we have it, the title variations, the meta description, engaging excerpts, the outline that I asked for. Good outline, by the way. Conclusion that I wanted. And then here it gives us a few ideas already. And then we go towards the end. We'll see here content ideas for networking articles. So another ideas that I could utilize later. The LSI keywords that it used. And there we have it. Now, if this is not exactly what you wanted, perfectly fine. You can go back to the prompt generator. You can say, okay, change a few things. Now I want this. I don't want that. I don't want Mark Twain, but I want a general expert. That's perfectly fine. I want only 3 IDs, etc. Now I generate prompt again, and here you see that the prompt has changed. So you can just copy this again, go back, this in my clip, and go back to ChatGPT, and now I'm gonna say I want this prompt, and rinse and repeat, do the same process again until you get the right version. But this already helps you a lot in generating the right prompt for your blog, and that you don't need to think about too much. It just lists all the features that you need to include, and there you have it. So happy working with this prompt generator. Go to Aixplainer.com. There you have it, and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this prompt generator is of a lot of value to you. You can just go to it by typing in Aixplainer.com prompt generator ChatGPT, and there you have it. You can use it for free. Now, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. That's the best way to support it, and keep the good videos rolling with more information about artificial intelligence, generative AI, and much more that's here to come. So stay tuned and see you soon.